We are live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. This morning on the Huddle, I have a question for you. Are you a content creator who's frustrated about the level of engagement that it's not to where your live streams are engaging enough with your audience? Well, if that's your pain point that you're dealing with, this morning we're going to talk about 5 tips on helping you to be able to boost your audience engagement and level up your live streams this morning. And we're starting right now. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong. If you're new here and you want to broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video, then we want to welcome you to the show. This morning, we're going to be talking about audience engagement, viewer engagement, how to be able to engage your viewers and your audience more in your live streams. And so we're going to get into 5 tips that I have learned and am still putting into practice. And I want to share with you that will help you to be able to level up your live streams. And so if you are joining us this morning in the chat, watching us as we have gone live, do me a favor, let me know where you're watching me from in the chat as well. And then do me a second favor. And if you are a part of Team Live, do me a favor, hashtag Team Live in the chat. And those of you who will be watching the replay, Team Replay, the crew, the posse, the online squad, do me a favor, hashtag Team Replay. So we're going to be talking about audience engagement, how to boost audience engagement with your viewers when you go live. There may even be some of you who have started live streaming and you started out and you're doing your live streams, but you have very to little viewers, and you're saying what's the secret sauce to me be able to go live and to have an audience. We're going to get into that as well. And so as you are just joining us here on the stream, do me a favor in the chat. Let me know where you're watching me from and give me a hashtag Team Live. And so let's get to going in this masterclass. Let's fire up the stream deck as we get into our tips. 5 tips on how to boost your audience engagement on your live streams. And so, tip number 1, how to boost audience engagement in your live streams with your viewers who are watching you live. Tip number 1, simply, I believe, is create a special segment, a part of your live streams, whether that special segment is in the beginning part as you first start and people are getting the notifications that you're live, and you have a special segment of maybe just acknowledging those who are already live, shouting people out, giving shout outs to where they're watching you from. If they're watching you from Atlanta, where they're watching you from Chicago, whether they're watching you from Dallas, whether they're watching you from New Mexico, whether they're watching you from London, whether if they're watching you from China, whether if they're watching you in another part of the world, creating a time of acknowledgement of those who are live with you while you're live on your live stream, acknowledging them, not only acknowledging, but taking the time, putting up the comments that they're putting in the chat. And that is a way of encouraging engagement with your viewers, and those who are returning viewers will appreciate you acknowledging them for them taking time out their schedule to watch your live stream. And an additional point, those who are watching you from the first time, who may have been checking you out for the first time or been checking you out for a while, your consistency of having that segment of acknowledging your viewers goes a long way in increasing and boosting audience viewer engagement with your live streams and your audience. Another way of doing acknowledgments is to and getting engagements, also having a segment where you can acknowledge your viewers that are live with you and say, hey, what has been one of the wins of the week for you, that you have experienced either as a content creator in your life, or what has been a win in your life personally. When you take the time to go past content creation and to share your interest in them personally and how they're doing in their personal life and their family and professional life, I believe that goes a long way, because you are trying to connect with them on a deeper level, and you're saying, hey, I want to celebrate your successes. I want to celebrate your wins and acknowledge it on my live stream show. And as you take the time to do that and pull the comments up in the chat, that will encourage others to be able to share, because people want to be able to share what's important to them, especially when you provide a platform to be able to do that for them doing a live stream. And so if you are willing to take a few minutes in your special segment to acknowledge a win of the week that they have, then that's going to boost audience engagement. Another tip is maybe creating a lightning round, having a special segment where you have a lightning round with a guest that's on your show or with your audience in your community while you're live, being able to have a lightning round and say, okay, have a series of questions that will have to be answered in a certain amount of time. And as you share that lightning round with your community or in your audience or with a guest that is on, you can then create those questions, for example, and ask that the audience, are you a Marvel fan? Are you a DC fan? Are you a Superman fan, or are you a Batman fan? Are you Captain America, team Captain America, or are you team Iron Man? Having those series of lightning round questions that will engage your viewers to get engaged in the chat. Are you an individual who likes to eat out and dine out, or are you like you're a person who likes to have dinners at your home? Being able to create creative ways and questions that will encourage engagement in the chat with your viewers through a lightning round. And then finally, another way of doing it is through giveaways. Maybe having a special segment towards the live stream, as people have been engaging in the chat, to let them know that there will be a special segment towards the end of your live stream where you will have a giveaway, and you would want everyone to be able to participate to see about being in the giveaway and winning a special prize, and having them put in hashtag giveaway in the chat, and to be able to select a winner that you give a special gift away. So that's just one particular way of boosting audience and viewer engagement through a special segment. Tip number two Tip number two is being able to have a set designated time. And we talked about this in the first tip, but that set designated time of acknowledgments of when you first come on live and your viewers are there with you and you're watching them come into the chat. And so it gives you the ability to acknowledge those who are in the chat, acknowledge those who are a part of hashtag Team Live, and also having a designated time to acknowledge those who are a part of Team Replay. I believe probably the most important part of any live stream, believe it or not, is the replay portion of your live stream when you end the broadcast. So when you take the time to acknowledge Team Replay and those who will watch the replay during a set designated time of your live stream, though they may not be watching you at that moment, but you're keeping the replayer viewer in mind. That is a time of where you can create engagement, even in the replay portion of them engaging in comments and being able to acknowledge them. Another great way of having a designated time of creating audience viewer engagement is maybe pinning or starring comments that viewers make during your live stream. And so letting your viewers know that you have a particular piece of content material that you want to share, but letting them know that there will be a certain portion in time that you want to be able to take questions and respond to comments. And so as you are going through your presentation, maybe you start pinning and starring comments, or if you have a live stream moderator, having that moderator star and pin those comments, so at this designated time you can respond to comments. And not only just comments but also questions, having a Q&A session time that you can be able to answer questions towards the end or the middle of your live stream, to be able to let them know you want to acknowledge their engagement with you. So, like just right now, we want to acknowledge our dear auntie, Denise Jordan from This and That, who's just joined us, who is a part of Team Live. Good morning, man, and appreciate you being a part of Team Live with me as we are talking about 5 tips on how to boost your audience engagement. And so these are just 2 tips of the 5 that we wanted to share this morning. Hey, if you are getting great value out of this conversation, this masterclass on how to boost audience engagement in your live streams with your viewers, whether if they are a part of Team Live or Team Replay, do me a favor, click the thumbs up, smash the like button, share this live stream on your favorite social media platform that you are on when you share YouTube videos. Share this live stream with another content creator. Share it either via by email, share it by clicking the share button down in the section of the YouTube to your favorite social media platform. We would greatly appreciate that. Tip number 3. Tip number 3, being able to bring on a guest is a way of being able to boost audience engagement, where you take the time during your live stream. Now, there's 2 ways that you can go about bringing on a guest during a live stream. You can maybe speak to a person to come on before you go live and say, "Hey, look, at a certain point of my live stream, I would like for you to enter into the green room and I will bring you on." Or you just post a link. StreamYard does give you the ability to post a link into the chat and bring on a guest. And based on that guest that you bring on, you bring them on so that you can provide an opportunity that you can answer their questions while you're live, versus just pinning and starring comments in the chat. You can take it to a deeper level of engagement and say, "I want to bring you on and answer your question while the viewers in the audience are listening." And so as you do that, I believe that's going to create a leveling of engagement. If you do that maybe once or twice during your live streams, and that's definitely something we're going to be looking to do in the month of September, being able to put the link to the show while we're live and bringing on viewers. And so you can, while you're going over content material that they are listening to bring them on and to respond to their comments and their questions while you're live, is a way of boosting and increasing viewer engagement from your viewers. I believe also bringing on a guest this way also creates opportunity, because if an individual is not used to live streaming, whereas they may be more accustomed to uploaded videos and online videos on YouTube, but they certainly have more of an interest in wanting to be able to become more proficient and better at live streaming, being able to create that opportunity, bringing them on while your show is live to be able to talk with the audience, is an opportunity in helping them to be able to grow as a live streamer. So doing that, I believe, will then increase their confidence, but it will increase and build the confidence of your viewers who are watching your show and to be more engaged in your live streams. And then a third way that I've seen other live streamers bring on guests is sometimes bringing them on to do a channel review, a channel review or review of a video that they have that they want some feedback on in front of a live viewer audience. And they're seeking the opportunity to be able to have feedback and to grow from it, and to see what was good about it and what are the opportunities that they can improve on it. So in being able to bring on a guest in these different ways, I believe will help viewer engagement for your live streams, for Team Live that are watching you live, and even those who are our online listeners who are listening to us, that are listening to us live, but they can't engage in the live stream because maybe they're working out, they're at home, they're working out in the gym, but they're listening to you. And so the next time that they are actively a part of Team Live and you have that type of segment where you bring on the guests, they're going to remember that. One of the things I'm constantly reminding myself: the seeds that you plant today are the are going to be the harvest for tomorrow. So being able to provide planting a seed, or bringing a viewer on to be a part of your live stream, and to answer specific questions, providing an opportunity or doing some form of channel review, is going to be a harvest for tomorrow, and adding value to others. Tip number four. Tip number four, using a poll. And though we don't have or use a poll, but I have seen through other types of mediums, particularly say like through Zoom. As a Zoom moderator, if you have viewers who are participants in a virtual meeting, you can do a poll and begin to seek out and say, what topics of interest would you like for us to be able to discuss for future virtual meetings, or to topics or interests that will help you to grow as a content creator. I believe using a poll is an effective way to be able to have audience engagement. Using a poll also can help to unearth and uncover pain points, unearth and uncover pain points in your viewers. And so, one of our goals is we are pressing towards to get 500 subscribers to get that community tab. I believe within the community tab, they do give you the ability to set some type of poll up in YouTube where you can be able to poll your audience and get some feedback, and unearthing and uncovering pain points by creating future content to address that. So using the poll, rather in a community tab or using a poll through a third party app in your live stream, will give you the ability to do that. And then finally, using a poll also will help you to be able to come up, as I said before, with future content ideas. So as you are discussing topics of interest that you're listening to your audience, in the chat that they're sharing, that they want to have a video on being able to get more views for their live stream, or for their YouTube videos, or if they want to grow more in subscribers, if being able to do a poll on that is a way of finding out those topics of interest, finding out pain points where an individual may be struggling, and being able to find their niche on what they should type of content they should be making, and how to be able to make content in a very competitive niche or area, is a way to be able to unearth and uncover those pain points to create future content ideas. And so this, polls is definitely something that I feel sometimes that can be underutilized, but when used right and effectively can produce great results. Our dear auntie says, I definitely need to do more using polls. I agree. We both need to, because it's, as I said, it's going to provide us the opportunity to uncover and unearth pain points unearth and uncover pain points that our audience is seeking answers for. Seeking answer for all I need all these tips. Hashtag my YouTube mentor. Thank you so much, dear auntie. Thank you so much. Yes, definitely. I'm glad this is adding value to you. And definitely this afternoon we are excited. We're going to be having our second Huddle hangout. So, Auntie, let me know in the chat if you did not get your link invitation to the Huddle hangout, if you're able to make it. And we will be going live at 12 o'clock, but I will make sure that I send that invite if you did not receive it, because we're going to get more into this discussion. Uh, boom. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this masterclass discussion on 5 tips on how to boost your audience engagement, do me a favor, as always, smash the like button, click the thumbs up, share this live stream video on your favorite social media channel. And if you have not had an opportunity to subscribe to this channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe. Click the alert notification button so we can help you broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video. And then also a new way that I wanted to share with you, on if you feel that this content is really adding value to you. If you look within the description section of this live stream, there is a link now where you can now buy me a coffee and share a generous donation to the Huddle live stream, and helping us to create more great content that will add value for you, on those for yourself and those who are part of Team Live and Team Replay. So no pressure, no pressure at all. But if you so choose to do so, we have it within the YouTube description where you can buy us a coffee, and we will get a small donation from you to put that towards further content creation that we're doing. And so we just wanted to acknowledge that. We'll probably create a slide in the future, but right now it is in the description section. So we just wanted to let our viewers know who are a part of Team Live. And those of you who have been watching us this far on the replay, we want to say thank you and ask you to give us a hashtag Team Replay as well. Tip number 5. Tip number 5. Now, if you look at the first 4 tips, a lot of those tips are kind of audience based and generating audience responses through a special segment, a designated time, um, polls. All of those are types of audience engagement that you're looking for a response from your audience. But I believe the greatest way you can be able to boost audience engagement and get more engagement from your viewers, as a content creator, us all making great content, practicing and putting in the reps to make great content. If you make great content will always get the right response from the viewers. And me being a Marvel person in the movies, when you watch the first episode of She-Hulk, which I not really a fan of derivative characters from other prime characters, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna watch it with an open heart and not have my expectations so high. But guess what? The content was so good that it made me went back and watch it a second time because I enjoyed it. So they got me to click and to watch it again. It got me to go back and watch it on Disney Plus, because there was some Easter eggs that I missed the first time that I didn't see in the first viewing of it. And so when you make great content, quality content, it's going to cause your viewers to engage and watch your live stream on the replay a second time, or watch your uploaded video, not just the first time, but the second time. But making quality, great content is going to generate likes. it's going to generate shares, and it's going to generate comments. As a bonus tip, not only is it going to generate likes, shares, and comments, but it's going to win them as a subscriber. And see, when a person subscribes to your channel, don't view them as a number, view them as a person who wants to be able to join you in your content creation journey, and you joining them. They're basically subscribing to your channel and saying, I want you to come alongside me in my content creation journey because I feel you can add value. And you value them, you view them as a person, not as a subscriber. And so great content, quality content helps you to be able to get likes, shares, and comments, but helps you to be able to partner up with them acknowledging and saying, I want to be a subscriber because they trust you and you bringing value to them in their lives as a content creator and as a person. Because I believe that, hey, look, the Girl Scout cookies, they do it best. They come out during the May and the summer, the June months. And they put their table out in front of a favorite supermarket store in your neighborhood, and they put all those lovely cookies out there, and people buy from them. You know why? Because people buy from who they like, they know, and they trust. Why? Because they have quality content or quality products and merchandise that we all want to buy from and partake of. And so if that principle is true when it comes to Girl Scouts, how much more for us as content creators if we put the focus on making quality content that's going to generate an engagement from your audience to get them to click the thumbs up. That's going to get them to comment. And then even when they comment, you being able to maybe pin their comment and give them a heart comment, engagement with the person, as our dear auntie says, engagement with them as a person, not engaging them from the YouTube analytics as in the demographics of male or female, engaging with them as a person, engaging with them not from the YouTube analytics from the age demographic that they may fall in, but as a person. And see, when you engage with them as a person and you're making quality, good content, hey, you asking them to do hashtag team rate play is no problem for them. The average view duration of them watching more of your content and watching another piece of content because you're engaging with them as a person, hey, no problem to them. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this live stream discussion that we're talking about, 5 tips on how to boost audience engagements, do me a hashtag team alive in the chat. And those of you who are watching us and just joining us, we're talking about 5 tips on how to boost audience engagement. So let us know in the chat where you're watching us from. It is summary time. So we talked about, to boost audience engagement, it's about taking that time to create a special segment. And that special segment can be, asking your audience during your live stream, what was one of the wins of your week? And so, Auntie, I would definitely ask, as you are listening to me and watching, and those of my online listeners who are watching and you have the ability to engage in the chat, let me know one of the wins this week that you had, and share it with us here on the Huddle, a part of Team Live, so we can just acknowledge God's goodness and blessings in your life of the win you've experienced, that you are accomplishing. Not only having that special segment to acknowledge wins of the week, maybe doing a lightning round with your viewers, and having a series of questions that you can engage with the viewers to have them to respond, you respond, or having a guest on to do a lightning round. is a great way of having a special segment, and then even having a giveaway, and then having a designated time in your live streams to be able to pin comments, to answer specific questions, or like I said, acknowledging of your viewers that are a part of your live stream. Our dear auntie says, my shorts have been well received. Yes, they have, ma'am. Not only your shorts, but I thank you so much for you being to just adding me to your IG reels. I definitely take the time to watch them on Instagram, but definitely you're not only your IG reels, but the shorts are definitely is something that YouTube is pushing. I was nervous about trying it shorts, but you know, I appreciate you sharing that, because that is something that I've been thinking about doing myself. But I've been, maybe overthinking it. Maybe just kind of looking at it from some of the responses and viewpoints of others. So I definitely need to take a second look at that. But if I do decide to do it, my biggest desire is to make sure it is in line with the goals of the channel and what we're trying to accomplish here. So I definitely appreciate you sharing your wins. So having that designated time, as we said, bringing on a guest from the live stream is another way you can do and increase boost audience viewer engagement, where you answer a specific question of your guest that's watching you, letting them know, hey, look, I'm going to provide this opportunity for you to come on to the show live, but just have a few requirements by asking you to make sure that you have a good microphone, you're in front of some good lighting, and me specifically, make sure you have some decent headphones, maybe some headphones you use with your Apple or smartphone device, so that you can minimize feedback, and then bring the guest on to answer a specific question, provide them an opportunity that maybe that they're looking to experience in getting more live streaming, or if you're a person who does channel reviews, being able to do channel reviews. And so bringing on a guest, using polls to be able to discover new topics of interest, find out, some pain points that you can address through future videos for your audience, and that will produce content ideas, and then finally making quality content. As I said, if you look at tips 1 through 4, the special in segment, yes, that's something we can create and do to get a response from our viewers. A designated time, bringing on a guest, using a poll. But at the end of the day, if we're not making quality content, none of that matters. None of that matters. If we're focused, if our focus is not making on quality content, tips 1 through 4 won't really matter. It ultimately comes down to tip number 5, making quality content. And so those are our summaries. If you have any questions or any additional comments that you would like to share regarding this, definitely we want to acknowledge that and further the conversation. As you can see today, I have me some glasses on, so we are doing a little more better on engaging comments. Now you got to give me a second with this one, IT. One, another. Oh, I was taking my glasses off. I can't see. One goodie on my live show, I usually give away. You do giveaways. Definitely. Giveaways is a way of increasing viewer engagement. So giving one of your aprons away is going, you're going to be doing that. You're going to skip this week, but one viewer asked to draw. Okay. See, once you do that audience giveaway, and you see that type of response from your viewers, you know you have something that you have to keep working with, because it's generating viewer engagement. And so that becomes important, especially if you are a person who's still kind of new to live streaming, and you want to become more proficient at it. As Auntie said, being able to do audience giveaways is a great way of boosting viewer engagement, and it lets them know, um an apron note, I'm sorry, an apron note, not an apron, but an apron note, thank you. So having a giveaway of an apron note, just creating that way of doing an apron note is going to boost viewer audience engagement. And so we wanted to just be able to share these tips on how you can be able to boost viewer engagement. And so that's it for this masterclass. I am excited for this afternoon for our huddle hangout with our community, those who will be joining us this afternoon. And so if you are interested in being able to join future huddle hangouts, you will find a link in the description that you can sign up to our email mailing list, and we can see about getting you a part of the huddle hangout, along with some other links there. As I said, we have now the ability to provide you the opportunity, if you feel that we are making great content, we have provided you an opportunity to buy us a coffee through a small donation. And so if you so choose to want to do that, that is an opportunity of you being able to express your way that you felt we've made great content. But um, Auntie, I truly appreciate this morning, you just hanging out with me this morning, letting me know that, hey, sometimes all you need is just one great viewer who will watch with you and engage with you, and that's all what you need in live streaming. And there will be other days where I could probably be seeing 250 to 500 viewers. And so I thank you that you're teaching me to appreciate just even having these live stream moments with a devoted one viewer like yourself. And I am truly appreciated. And those of you who are watching the replay, if you have any questions or comments in the comment section, please leave in the comment section along with hashtag team replay, and we'll do our very best to answer any specific questions that you have, and address any pain points that you have. We will definitely do that. And so that is it for this live stream. We're going to go ahead and get ready for the huddle hangout. And so as we get ready to close out, we close out by simply saying, hey, look, if you feel that we have provided great content to you this morning through this master class, especially those of you who are watching us or going to be watching the replay, give us a thumbs up. You giving us a thumbs up communicates to YouTube that this is great content that you have enjoyed, and that they can be able to share with others through the YouTube algorithm. And on top of that, share this live stream video, this replay video, if you're watching the replay on your favorite social media channel. And if you have not subscribed yet, to encourage you to subscribe so that we can partner with you in this journey in content creation, because we value you as a person and not as a number, but valuing you as a person, so that we can celebrate the wins that we accomplish together. And so we really appreciate everyone who is a part of the huddle and who are a part of the huddle hangout. And so as we close out by saying, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that will prevail in your life. Make a quality decision today and let God's purpose prevail in your life. And if you let God's purpose prevail in your life, you will have truly not just a win of the week, but a win in your day. We will see those of you a part of the Huddle Hangout in a few minutes. And those of you who are part of Team Replay, hashtag Team Replay. And we'll see everyone next week.